Good morning all. In P block elements, group 13 elements is continued. Next property is ionization enthalpy. In a group, when we move from top to bottom, the size increases, atomic size increases. So the value of ionization enthalpy decreases. How? Because electrons are now away from the nucleus. The more is the size, the more is the distance of electron from the nucleus. So when they are away from the nucleus, less effective nuclear charge will be there. So it is easy to remove the electron by providing less energy. Therefore, the value of ionization enthalpy decreases. From boron to aluminium, decrease in ionization enthalpy is observed, as I told you. But what happens between aluminium and gallium and indium and thallium? What happens? Discontinue in ionization enthalpy is observed. Discontinuity, why? Because it should be in decreasing order, but if you notice, it is in increasing order. Why it happens? Because of the presence of d and f orbitals, and d and f orbital electrons, they have low screening effect. They have low or poor screening effect. So due to this poor screening effect, to compensate the increase in nuclear charge, the reason is there is discontinuity between aluminium and gallium ionization enthalpy. So if I show you in the textbook, it is the group 13 elements. So if you see, this is boron. First ionization enthalpy is 801, okay, kilojoule per mole. Then it is in decreasing order. In aluminium it is 577 kilojoule per mole. It should be in decreasing order. यहाँ पे ये कम होना चाहिए था, but the figure is more, 579 kilojoule per mole. What is the reason? Because of the presence of d orbitals electrons and here f orbital electrons. You see here d orbital came. So because of the presence of d orbital electrons, the poor screening effect is there. Poor screening yani they do not hinder the nucleus towards the outermost electron. So outermost electron is more tightly bound towards the nucleus. So more energy will be needed to remove the electron in comparison to aluminium. And here f orbital electrons are present. F and d orbital electrons have poor screening. So due to this poor screening, outermost electrons are more tightly bound towards the nucleus, and so more energy will be needed to remove that electron. Therefore, a discontinuous approach or discontinuity is observed in ionization enthalpy when we move from top to bottom in group 13 elements. Then comes chemical properties. Oxidation states and trends in chemical reactivity. Boron only forms covalent compounds. Boron does not form ionic compound. The sum of delta IH1, delta IH2, delta IH3, that means ionization enthalpy of first ionization enthalpy, second ionization enthalpy and third ionization enthalpy. The sum of all these enthalpies of boron is very high. So boron 3 plus ion does not form. Therefore, it forms only covalent compounds. But the sum of 3 ionization enthalpies of aluminium is considerably low. So it forms Al3 plus ion. What does it mean, beta? Agar ionization enthalpy is less, that means electrons are easily removed. When electrons are easily removed, then ions will be formed. So Al3 plus ion is formed. Aluminium is a highly electropositive element, or we can say metal. Down the group, what is observed, beta? Poor screening effect is observed. Why? Because atomic size increases, d and f orbitals are present, and d and f orbital electrons have poor screening effect or shielding effect. So increased effective nuclear charge is there. Agar poor screening effect hai, that means outer electrons will have more increased effective nuclear charge they will feel. Nucleus will more tightly bound the outermost electrons. So electrons are tightly bound to nucleus, and so they don't tend to formation of bond. If electrons are tightly bound, then they will not go for the bond formation. Similarly, the relative stability of +1 oxidation state progressively increases for heavier elements, from aluminium to gallium to indium to thallium. So you see in gallium, indium and thallium, both +1 and +3 oxidation states are observed. If I show you structure of BF3, so you see it is a electron deficient type of compound. How? Boron, outermost orbit 3 electrons. So 1, 2, 3. Here F 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Here F 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Here also F 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So you see one covalent bond is formed. So fluorine has got its oxide, but boron has only 6 electrons. So it is electron deficient type. Electron deficient. Only 6 electrons are there. So it can still acquire, or it can still tend to have a pair of electron, to receive a pair of electron. So let me show you one example. If I write here BF3 plus ammonia. So what we'll do? Ammonia structure, if I show you personally, so here separately. So ammonia is one hydrogen and one hydrogen. One electron, 1, 2, 3 and one lone pair of electron is still present here. So when BF3 reacts with ammonia, it will form fluorine and fluorine, and this ammonia will be attached here, and this ammonia will give 2 electrons to this boron. So boron, then the compound formed is, this is known as coordinate covalent bond. This compound is BF3 NH3. Okay, this BF3 easily accepts a lone pair of electron from nitrogen of ammonia. Okay, and so they form the stability. Similarly, we can say those who have a tendency to behave as a Lewis acid, they will have a tendency to behave as Lewis acid with the increase in size down the group. Correct? Electron deficient molecules will be formed. So here electron deficient molecules. Similarly, we can take the example of BCl3 NH3. Same way BCl3 NH3 will be formed. Okay. AlCl3 achieves stability by forming a dimer. AlCl3 capital aluminum chloride. So its AlCl3 achieves stability by forming a dimer. Dimer means 2 units are joined. So how the question will come in exam? Draw the structure of dimer of AlCl3 and write its dimensions. So we will write here Cl, then aluminium, then here again Cl, then this side Cl. This is AlCl3. So another aluminium chloride AlCl3 will be joining like this. So Al, then here this side Cl, Al, Cl and Cl. You see, this is AlCl3 and this is AlCl3, and they both are joined to form a dimer that is known as AlCl3 का dimer यानी Al2Cl6, right? So this Al2Cl6 is formed and the structure is tetrahedral. Dimensions are here 206 picometer, here 221 picometer, and this angle is 118 degree, this angle is 79 degree, then this angle is 101 degree. So this is the structure of dimer of AlCl3. In trivalent state, Most of the compounds being covalent are hydrolyzed in water. So the trichlorides on hydrolysis in water form MOH4 negative ion species type, which is tetrahedral. And if it is OH whole 4 beta, so this is sp3 hybridized. 4 hybrid orbitals will be formed, that is 1 of S and 3 of P. So sp3 hybridization there will be there of M, this is metal. So the trichlorides on hydrolysis in water form MOH4 minus species. In acidified aqueous solution, AlCl3 forms AlH2O whole 6 3 plus ion. What is the name of this compound? Hexa aqua aluminium 3. Hexa aqua aluminium 3. Oxidation state is 3. Okay. Later on in 12th you will read that oxidation state, this is a neutral compound H2O, and so total oxidation state is 3. Correct? Here in this complex ion, the 3d orbital of aluminium are involved and the hybridization is sp3d2. अगर तुम ध्यान दो तो Al का Al we write the configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1 and 3 में आगे 3d भी आएगा which is still empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is empty and p में only 1 electron is there. So it can expand its hybridization. Okay. And final hybridization of AlH2O whole 6. यहाँ थोड़ी सी जानकारी दे दूँ कि H2O whole 6 means 6 ligands are there. So 6 ligands will be shifted here and the final hybridization will be sp3d2. Then comes reactivity towards air. In crystalline form, boron does not react with air. Boron is unreactive. A very thin oxide layer is formed on the surface of aluminium which protects aluminium from further reaction. So, in presence of air, oxide will be formed and this oxide layer prevents aluminium from the further reactions. Amorphous boron and aluminium on heating in air, they form B2O3 and Al2O3, boron oxide and Al2O3 alumina respectively. So you can see the reaction we can write here. 2E plus 3O2 will give E2O3 type of oxide where E is an element. Similarly, nitride will be formed. 2E plus N2 will give us 2En. Like if I give you the example of aluminium, so aluminium plus N2 nitrogen will give us Al3 An type aluminium क्योंकि nitride का भी 3 और Al का भी 3. Okay, so we will write here 2Al plus N2 will give us 2Aln. You can see 2Al plus N2 will give us 2Aln aluminium nitride. How it is balanced? Aluminium valency is plus 3 and nitride valency is minus 3. B2O3 is acidic and it reacts with metallic oxide. Acidic will react with basic. First oxide is acidic in nature. ठीक है, वैसे भी याद रखेगा नॉन मेटेलिक ऑक्साइड्स आर एसिडिक इन नेचर एंड एल्यूमिनियम एंड गैलियम ऑक्साइड्स आर एम्फोटेरिक इन नेचर. एम्फोटेरिक यानी दे बोथ रिएक्ट विद बोथ एसिड्स एंड बेसिस एंड दोज ऑफ इंडियम एंड थैलियम are basic in nature. So the more we move from top to bottom in the same group metallic character increases. ये बात हमेशा हमें ध्यान में रखनी है. Metallic character increases. Okay. Then reactivity towards acids and alkalis. Boron does not react with acids and alkalis at moderate temperature. Aluminium is dissolved in dilute HCl and it liberates dihydrogen. You can see the reaction. Aluminium plus 6HCl will give us AlCl3, that is 2Al3 plus ion and 6Cl minus ion will be separated AlCl3 में से and 3H2. Dihydrogen is liberated. Then, but with concentrated nitric acid, it happens that a protective oxide layer formed on the air which further prevents it for the reaction. Aluminium also reacts with aqueous alkali and liberates dihydrogen. Aluminium plus aqueous alkali, alkali any base, NaOH plus H2O, aqueous any H2O will be there. So it will form, the name of this compound is 2Na plus AlOH4 minus. So this part is cation and this part is anion. So tetrahydroxo aluminate, okay, and 3, correct. So tetrahydroxo aluminate 3 will be formed. और इसके पहले यहाँ कैटायन है तो सोडियम यहाँ लगा लोगे, सोडियम मेटल कैटायन tetrahydroxo aluminate 3 and dihydrogen will be liberated. Then comes reactivity towards halogen. These elements react with halogens to form the trihalides except thallium iodide. Thallium iodide is not formed. Okay, TlI3 will not formed. This is the exception. 2E plus 3X2 will give 2EX3, where X means fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Right? So they will form the reaction. Like if I show you 2 aluminium plus 3 Cl2 will form 2 AlCl3. So this is 2EX3 in this form. So this is aluminium chloride. Similarly, all the elements of this group except TlI3 will not be react with halogen, others will react and form the trihalide. So you learn all these reactions. Tomorrow I will teach you for the more topics.